Hello. Oh, it's
Yo, guys, okay, we're live, 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 we're live. It's the kid, 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 it's the kid. All right, we're coming in here at you for this beautiful, lovely Sunday flipping hangout. We've got stuff to discuss. We're obviously looking forward to this coming week. We've also got the football dugout that's going to be dropping on Monday, and then obviously the guest spots for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all that kind of stuff will all be dropping down very, very soon. You get what I'm saying? You get what I mean? You get what I mean? All right, so before we sort of trying to get in here and really understand what's happening, what's iguana, what's going through, let's just go through what we're going to be talking about. We'll be obviously giving the well, we're going to be seeing the Liverpool against Tottenham. We're going to be replying to the Liverpool Tottenham thing. Yes, you're seeing my face because stuff is happening. Oh, guys, please mute your mic. If someone in the background, please mute your mic.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Like, just mute. Thank you. Okay, so let me just introduce what's happening. Liverpool beating Spurs. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Xhaka and how he's a brick. We're also going to be talking about United and how they are completely penalty bricks. And we're going to have an honest conversation about Robert flipping Lewandowski because I feel that
Thank
his
you.
form has been big time, and I think that we definitely have to really give some thought as to where does this guy now rank based on the incredible, amazing form that this dude has been in. So let's really just get down to it right now. So Liverpool, they beat Tottenham 2-1. It was a victory that had to happen because they had to pretty much make sure that they maintain that 6 points gap between themselves and, of course, your boys, Man City. So let's just really start off with this right now. Two things. Who, quick assessment of the game, but beyond that, who do you think was that dude of the game? And who do you think was the brick of the game? Who's the best player in the game and who was the worst player of the game? So I'll start off first with Milko. Best player and the worst player in the game.
I think the worst player was Lovren. And then I think the best player has to be possibly I would say Jordan Henderson. Yeah.
Wait. So first of all, explain why you would pick a Henderson over, let's say, a Fabinho, who I thought was the best player in the game. So why specifically we speak? Are you just picking Henderson based on the goal he scored, or do you actually feel he was the best player for Liverpool in that game?
I think for him, for people always bashing on Henderson 24/7 and saying that they can't believe that Henderson won a UCL in his entire career. Excuse me, sorry. Um, I think Henderson scoring that goal for me makes him man of the match because I think he did really well. He's been literally very hard working in that Liverpool midfield. He's so important in Jurgen Klopp's system, and I think a lot of people don't know. I think sometimes he goes kind of like an unsung hero in that team. You get what I'm saying? That's really why I want to give it to Henderson because I've seen Fabinho have man of the matches for the past couple of months now. You see what I'm trying to say? So I want to give it to someone new, and I think Henderson, being the unsung hero, he deserves it. Yeah.
Okay, Abdullahi man, best player was player assessment of the game.
For me, can you guys hear me? Can you hear
Yes, we
me?
can hear you. It's loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Okay. And for me, the best player there was Fabinho. Fabinho for Liverpool. Yeah, it was in clutch. It was really the best player for them. And for me, the worst player is Lovren. What the hell was Lovren doing? I don't even know what's there. Well, out of Matip and Joe, I would have played Joe Gomez and Van Dijk together. I wouldn't play Lovren and Van Dijk. I would have played either Joe Gomez or Matip. If Matip is injured,
So,
then
so,
we
so,
don't.
so, so wait, why isn't Pochettino brick of the game? Why are you avoiding Pochettino? He's crap.
For me, in that Tottenham, for me, but Poch is a good coach. Good coach. The problem is not even the coach. The problem is in the dressing. That dressing room is the problem because if coach gave instruction, go perform pitch, you have to show your quality at it, perform well. But for me, I wouldn't blame Pochettino too much because been given enough time. It's been like 5 years now in Tottenham. Given enough time to prove himself. He hasn't proven anything. So I wouldn't blame him too much because he's a good coach. If you go to another team, he will perform very well. Good implement, good tools, good players, good commodity, good surrounding, he will perform well. But in Tottenham Hotspur, sorry, I don't think it's gonna.
Okay, all right, okay. Your boy Handsome, thoughts on the game and best player, worst player in the game. Don't say Salah. Don't say Salah. Avoid. Don't say Salah. Don't say Salah. Don't say Salah. Don't say Salah.
He didn't play well. He did not even play well.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Hazem, speak. Hazem, speak.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, so no, I'm not gonna say Salah. I'm not a biased person. So I'm just gonna congratulate Salah on again being decisive. But all I'm gonna say about this game is, I watched bits and pieces because it kind of intersected with the Milan game. But what I'll say is, from what I saw, even is that it was still clearly Fabinho that was the man of the match, because even in the parts that I saw, he was the one that was in both phases of the pitch, in the attacking and defensive phase, really changing the momentum of the game, and the one that's trying to change the momentum of the game when Tottenham kept on pressuring Liverpool, and he was even dealing with the physicality of Tottenham's midfield very well, and he was actually equivalent to that physicality and not shying away from it. So I'm gonna have to give it to Fabinho, and also I'm not surprised by this performance from Fabinho. This is something that's been going on this whole 2019. Not only in the league, in the league consistently, he's been putting such performances,
Exactly.
many games, but also in the Champions League last season in 2019. For me, in 2019, he was Liverpool's best player in the Champions League, with so many achievements like pocketing Messi in the second leg, Barcelona, and
Yeah.
great performance in the final. And that's why, and I know everyone laughed at me, but that's why I was putting, and I'm still putting him in the top three for Ballon d'Or. So I think Fabinho is someone who doesn't get enough credit.
Hazem, easy. Top three. Come on, easy. Relax.
I'm not changing it, because for me, I don't see why Salah or Mane should be ahead of Fabinho, when in 2019 particularly Fabinho has been better than them, in my opinion, and I don't think it's something that it's like can be hugely debated. So yeah, that's what I'll say. And secondly, as for the worst player of the game, I can't really say because I didn't watch the full game, but I'm supposing Pochettino. I heard that he bottled the game in the second half, and he lost the momentum. And I think he's just maybe losing the confidence of the players in this Tottenham team, and it's just not going well for him. And I think there's a point where the Tottenham owners have to look at this situation and say, "Oh, come on, we can't continue with this Pochettino. We know what he gave us last year, but this is really, really bad for Tottenham. These results are one of the worst results I've ever seen Tottenham with in recent years." So I just think Pochettino, it's time to move on from Pochettino. He's done great for the club, and now it's time to move on, because they have a great squad. Tottenham have a great squad, and yeah, they deserve better results. But yeah, so I'll say Pochettino was the break of the game, from what I saw.
Oh no.
Okay. Easy. No, okay, Milko, relax. Okay. Red, comment. Okay, so Red, thoughts on his worst player, best players, thoughts on the game. Red.
Yeah, no. Best player. I put Spurs as backup keeper. I don't remember his name, and the only reason I'm naming the best player,
Gazaniga.
because this guy saved them a resurrection today. Because I didn't see a game today. I saw Liverpool target practice. Pochettino is arguably one of the worst managers on the planet right now.
He's a brick.
What was the game plan, HH, today? What was the game plan? What was the game plan? I always saw every time Spurs got the ball, I blink and that's it. It's already a chance for Liverpool. Like literally, Liverpool didn't all they were doing is just like chance after chance after chance after chance. I do want to praise Fabinho. I do think he's man of the match. But another player, Trent Alexander-Arnold. This guy's crossing is unbelievable. This guy's delivery into the box on every cross was dangerous. Like I was super he's very consistent with his delivery. But yeah, overall Spurs, man, like I feel for the players because I honestly think that the managers, coaches, letting them down because I didn't see a game plan. What were they trying to do? There was no counter press. There was no counter-attacking phosphorus there. There was nothing. It was just every time they had the ball, they were just long balls forward, long balls forward, long balls forward. They completely unthreatening. Even when they went up 1-0 up, and this guy pulled an Emery and just was like, let's just defend for 90 minutes. Like, who does that? Like, why would you do that? Yeah, Poch, brick of the game. Shouts out to the keeper for Spurs is making it a decent scoreline 2-1. And man of the match, Fabinho, and shouts out to Trent Alexander-Arnold.
All right, coolio. All right, Muntaha, take us home, and Muntaha, take us home.
Yeah, brother. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah, bro. For me, I think so. The man of the match for this game is easily it's between Fabinho and the Spurs goalkeeper. I don't know his name, yeah, to be honest. And and the break of the game is directly Pochettino, bro. First of all, bro, why don't start Lucas Moura? What he has done to you?
Thank you. Preach. Muntaha gets him. Muntaha gets him. Muntaha gets him.
Or I think so. They might like if you not starting against like him in this caliber of game, yeah. I think so. Then there is something wrong with you or in the dressing room, something like that, or like you guys might be having agenda against him. Something is wrong in terms of team unity or something. Because bro, this guy is so good and you're not starting him, so it doesn't make sense to me. Even tactically it doesn't make sense because this guy on the right flank, bro, he would have caused so much, to Robertson, and he could have been a goal scoring threat as well. So man, okay, so let's talk about the game. I think so. The game was boring in generally. Okay, the Spurs got the first minute goal. I mean, yeah, that was good to be honest. Harry Kane, yeah, but bro, this is what I expect. This team is that caliber is like their level like, tier two team. Mid table tier two team. This is what I expect. Like in a sense, bro, last season they were punching above the weight. So this was like actually the true caliber of this team. So yeah, man, I don't think that this team is that great. And for me, yeah, I blame Pochettino specifically for this game, but I don't think that they're tier one club or something like that. Who can sack Pochettino or something. Nah, they're not that great club to be honest. So I think so they should carry on with Pochettino, give him the season, and let's see what happens. But to be honest, the way Liverpool is playing, wait, the way Liverpool is playing, I think so with PSG right now they're the best team in the world, and we have to accept that. Like we cannot deny that. Like literally, they're the best team in the world with PSG. So yeah, man. So I think so. I mean, Liverpool in the driving seat of winning Premier League this season. And yes, that's it.
Okay, all right. Okay. So look, we're easy, chill. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We will get to just relax, just chill. So because basically I want to do a Champions League roundup, so that will be after we just get through all of these main kind of news stories. So I want to now go over to your boy Xhaka. So let's just set the scene and just to get everybody up to speed. Arsenal were 2-0 up, decided to draw 2-2 against Crystal Palace at home. But I think this was either during the first half or the second half. Someone in the live chat tell me when exactly this happened. Xhaka was... Second, okay, so basically, so Xhaka was brought off. And it was he got pissed off. All of the crowd was booing him. Hey, let me chill, man. Let me land. Just chill. Let me land. So he was taken off. Whole crowd booed him. He got pissed off. He started just to say, you're egging on the people to boo him off and everything. And apparently, whether this is a lip reader or someone, he said F off to the Arsenal fans. He came off, didn't really shake people's hands, took off his Arsenal jersey and stormed right straight down into the tunnel. And now people are now saying that Xhaka's career for Arsenal has ended. So my question to the panelists is, and this is also the question to all those in the live chat as well. Was Xhaka ever relevant? That's the first thing. Was he ever relevant as a central midfielder? Secondly, how and why was he made Arsenal captain in the first place when this dude was quite easily, possibly a straight up a brick? I'll start off first with your boy Milko.
Yeah, so the first one, and this is straightforward. Nobody has to tell you this because Xhaka has always been relevant with the clubs that he's been playing for in his football career. Mönchengladbach has 0 UCLs. Arsenal has 0 UCLs. They're not relevant. They're not relevant in 2019. It's facts. They're all not relevant in 2019. And for the second one, I'm just gonna go with you. The reason why Arsenal picked Xhaka to be their captain was strongly because he was the best brick that they ever had in the team who could ever be their captain. They had no other irrelevant player in their team that could captain this team. You see, only Shaka can because he's a brick and he's irrelevant. So yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Let's Abdullahi. Oh, sorry, quickly before I go to Abdullahi, I think maybe this is interesting because maybe this is something that's for other guys to think about. Should he have been booed during the game or should he have been booed after the game? Was it bad of Arsenal fans the way they treated him? Yeah or nay? So Abdullahi, thoughts on Xhaka?
For me, for me, Zach has not been relevant because I don't even know. Is he a DM? Is he a central midfielder? Is he an attacking midfielder? I don't even know his job, midfielder. Because Arsenal fans always compare player with this. They were literally telling me when he was informed, they were comparing him to Golo Kante, laughing. You guys chill. You can't compare Zaka to Kante. Both
No,
of
I
them are
don't think
different.
I don't think anyone was saying that serious.
Now
though.
they compare that. I was
Hello.
informed. They were comparing him to Kante.
I
was
think
like,
they were comparing him to Pogba. I don't think it was Kante.
it was Kante. It wasn't Pogba. It wasn't
I
really.
think it
No,
was more
Kante, because
Pogba.
he's more of a CDM. Yeah.
It was the CDM, so it was comparing to he's better than Kante. I was like, no, chill. You can't compare Zaka, Granit Xhaka, both of them are different. For me, he's not being relevant. And secondly, the captain is on Una Emery. He is the coach of the team. Why would you give someone who is not even vocal in the pitch captain? You have someone who is vocal in that team. Pierre Emery Aubameyang is there. Lacazette is there. Those are vocal players who can talk. When you do something wrong, Aubameyang will talk. Lacazette will talk. Those are players who are vocal in the dressing and on the pitch, who can speak. When things go on, they understand they understand the club. They know what the board want, what the managers want. How we Zaka a captain doesn't even have vocal. And people should tell me, Arsenal fans should come and tell me, what the hell is Mesut Ozil doing at home? What's he doing at home? You need a creativity in the team. You're putting Ozil at home. What the hell is he doing if he's not doing well in training ground, at least put him on bench. If you need him, you bring in him. What's Ozil doing at home?
It seems like the only responsibility he has is to come and collect that paycheck at the end of the week.
Exactly. So
That's the only responsibility.
All right, okay. So Abdullahi, round off. Abdullahi, just round off your points so we can move.
Okay, my problem is Unai Emery is the problem for that, because I don't know why he give a Granit Xhaka the captain. Why they give him the captain? Because he's not a vocal person. So I'm sorry. So that draw, they deserve it.
Okay, all right. Hazem, thoughts on Mr. Xhaka and why he was the captain if he's a brick?
Yeah. So this is what I'll say about Xhaka. You can't really say that he was never relevant. What I'll say is, at Mönchengladbach, no doubt about it, he was very much relevant. He was one of the best midfielders in the Bundesliga at that time, 2014-15 season, and he literally one of the players that carried them to Champions League. So in third place. So he was very very good in the Bundesliga. I think he just failed to adapt to the Premier League. It's different to his attributes.
But hasn't CL? Did he win the CL with Mönchengladbach? That's the.
I mean, come on, bro. How can you expect him to win the Champions League with Mönchengladbach? That's just unrealistic. Anyways, so I think he was relevant at that time as a great talent that's coming up and a player that's really on the radar of many clubs. I think even City were interested in him. But now he's not. He's obviously not relevant anymore. And what I'll say about the situation where he came off and flipped the fans off. The fans have every right to boo the player. That's nothing against the fans. The fans can boo. This is a big club. The fans have expectations of the players, and when he's coming off, they have the right to show that he's just not playing to the level that they expect of him. The way he reacted is just if he really said that, then that's just unprofessional and
captain, by the way.
it's uncaptain like, but it also reflects the situation. Well, in my opinion, it reflects the situation of the team and the locker room, which is they're just really frustrated, and they've been really frustrated in recent games, and it's been clear that mentally they need a boost. They need a boost, and I feel like Emery. I don't feel like he's really helping the players mentally, or when Arsenal are losing, I don't feel like he's the manager that can take them mentally to the next stage and really reinstall the winning mentality and deal with tough times. And I think that such actions like Xhaka and these frustrations are a result of that. You don't really have a man manager in the locker room. You have a tactician, don't get me wrong, who is a good tactician no matter what you say, but you don't have a man manager and someone who can really motivate his players
Isn't that also the coach's job?
through the tough times.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
of
also the
course it's
coach?
his job. Yeah, 100%, and he should be doing that.
Or it hasn't round off.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. It's unprofessional of him, but it's a reflection of what's going on in the locker room.
All right, Mohammed, thoughts on your club and your so-called captain? What the hell is happening? Give us the inside scoop.
I think Xhaka has been hard done by because I think he gets too much abuse online. First of all, so this is clearly a reaction to that. I think, especially I mean he gets cheered off or booed off whenever he gets substituted. So I can feel his pain, but also as club captain, you have standards, you have responsibilities not to. First of all, tell your own fans to fuck off, and then second of all, not to take your shirt off. And I think he might have threw it onto the ground. I'm not even sure, but yeah. With regards to Emery, I think he should be sacked tomorrow morning. Honestly, I mean we have no loyalty.
Wait. So Mohammed, so if you sack him, hire who?
I mean anyone. Mourinho, get Mourinho in.
Take Gianpaolo.
I'll take your boy. You know, as they. But Emery, I mean, we have no loyalty to him because I mean we sacked Wenger, who was here at the club for like nearly 20 years. So we have no loyalty to Emery.
Okay, all right. Red, thoughts on this? Red.
Yeah, I agree with most of what Mo said. Like for Xhaka, like I don't want to blame him because again, them bottling a 2-0 lead is something that Emery is notorious for doing. It's not on him. Now, for how he reacted, I think he should be stripped of the captaincy. If you're gonna be as a captain,
Yeah.
when you're faced with that kind of criticism, you need to rise above it. You're supposed to be the voice of reason. You understand that with that job, there's a lot of criticism. A lot of eyes are going to be on you. And if you can't handle it, and if you're going to mug the fans off and cause more problems, then at that point, I don't think you're worthy of the captain's armband. So I feel like he should be stripped of the captain's armband if he did what he did, what people are saying he did, sorry. But as for that, like, Emery needs to go. This guy, again, same thing with Pochettino. Like, at least with Poch, he made Spurs relevant, whereas Arsenal don't need Emery. There are better managers out there. They can get anybody, and it'll be an upgrade on Emery. Like, this is the second time. That's 4 points that Emery has just squandered. Against Watford, they were 2-0 up. He squandered that. And today against Crystal Palace, he was 2-0 up. And this was a vital game for Arsenal because if I'm not mistaken, Crystal Palace always away to Arsenal. They always punish them. So
by the way, sorry to cut you off. We're playing defensive football and we're conceding these goals. By the way,
and that's the thing. And even in his lineup was an offensive lineup today. He had Lacazette, Pepe, Aubameyang, Ceballos. Like, that was an offensive lineup. Why are you defending? Not to mention, forget the match today. Overall, his management of the team, like what he's doing with Ozil, like that is just. I'm not saying that Ozil should start, but you're causing turmoil around the club. You're causing unsettlement. The fans to be unsettled. The fans are constantly arguing. You're creating an aura of negativity around the club as a whole.
And most of all, we're not creating anything. We're not. So
that's the thing is like, if you have a player like Ceballos, you should have a mentor in Ozil because Ozil may not have the legs, but he still has the brain. He can still help him and mentor him in some of his deliveries and early crosses and through balls. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand Emery. And why does he change his formation all the time? Who does he think he is? Like, why don't you find your best starting 11 and then build up form, and then you can add minor tweaks? This guy just, I feel like
Lampard has been here for what? How long? 4 or 5 months.
3 months.
Not
3 months. Not 3 months.
Oh.
And they call him rookie. They call him baby manager.
Okay, Red, round off.
In total, like, I just feel like Xhaka should be stripped of the captain's armband, but people seem to lay off of him because it's really a player's fault. And Emery's got to go. Like, Emery, give him this season, and that's it. Regardless of what he gets, even if he gets top 4, sack him because he's not going to be good going forward.
His contract expires in May anyway. Next May.
Yeah, like there's just no vision with what he's doing. So yeah, sack Emery, Xhaka lay off, and that's it.
All right, Muntaha, take us home, Muntaha.
Yeah, bro. Like first of all, bro, like I feel like ask about the relevance here. Like how relevant is Xhaka? Like in world football as a CM, not much to be honest. But for a team, Arsenal team, I think so. He's relevant. Come on, this guy is like, I won't say crucial, but like he's like an important part of the team. Okay, and on top of that, bro, for me, bro, if you see the manager situation with Arsenal, okay, bro, which manager you're going to go for? Was it Mourinho or Allegri is there for you as well? Then you have
Spalletti.
What I heard,
Spalletti.
what I heard
You
is
have
they want to get,
Ancelotti.
they want to get
Wait.
share what?
Mhm. Okay. So, bro, like you have options to be honest. Like in next season, there will be loads of options for you in the market for the managers. But again, the problem with the Arsenal's budget, how much they can spend. But this season they showed they can sign, some good players. Well, I mean, they can spend,
I
So
don't think it's about budget. I think it's about progression. We're not seeing any progression with this team.
to
Because
be
you're not facing a defense.
no, like to be honest, first of all, this guy Unai Emery is like it was I think a weird signing for Arsenal. I mean, like why you sign Unai Emery to replace legacy of Arsene Wenger, even though Arsene Wenger used to
Because he had a good presentation.
ah bro. So
PowerPoint
Yeah,
It will get you back to the Champions League.
They need to release that presentation. We have to see that presentation. What was in it? I want to see. Like,
yeah,
He
bro.
wins Europa Leagues. He can get you to the Champions League.
Yeah.
Because Arsenal is
Yeah.
irrelevant.
Let
club.
Muntaha speak. No, wait, man.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you over here, I'll just finish off over here, okay, by saying that this guy, I mean, Shaka, okay, for me, bro, like some of the Arsenal fans actually they rated him and he was really good to be honest, last season at some point he was showing some great coordination with Torreira, then so and you have a rising talent of Matteo Gondosi or something like that, so I think so. You should keep Granit Xhaka, but yes, man, he shouldn't be captain anymore because
Xhaka didn't play bad in this game.
yeah.
That's why he was booed off.
Well, on top of that, bro, look, first of all, look, Arsenal fans, yeah, they have to understand because it might be, mental blow for him, So, like, he didn't expect it, this kind of whistling because, this is the first time, Shaka has been booed. Like, I think this might be first time, So, I think he couldn't able to take that. You know what? That's bad, really bad. You cannot show, that kind of, signs or, all those things, yeah, to fans. But
Real fans do that. I mean,
no, but I think so. Yeah, we do. But like on top of that, like I think so. He don't have that. He wasn't mentally prepared for that kind of moment.
Targeted though, the way that
Muntaha, not the only player that.
Oh wait.
Dr. Marcos Chelsea get.
Yeah. But Abdullah, but you have to understand. No, you have to understand. At that time, the way Shaka reacted, that's the problem. So I think so. Bro, at the end of the day, football fans have goldfish memory, and they're going to forget that moment and they'll move on. So I think so. It's not a big. It's right now. It's a big deal, but a week after, I think so. It'll be okay. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's just be quite brief with this one. So United won 3-1. But they missed 2 penalties. So, correct me if I'm wrong. People in the live chat, please correct me. So I think they've missed 5 penalties this season, which I just find quite odd. So let me just put this, and this is for an easy, chill. So this is pretty much for anyone to sort of answer is with this win. Do you think that maybe someone they drew against Liverpool, should have maybe won? Beat Partizan Belgrade, beat Norwich. Have United turned over a leaf? Has Solskjaer managed to make United perhaps go on a deep winning run for them to actually do something and climb up the table? Or you think that they'll get back to losing very, very soon?
Can I go HH?
They're only 3 points behind us. So
Okay. So I'll go, Red, hit it.
Yeah, no, he hasn't turned a leaf. These are games that they should win. These aren't games that you don't expect. Like when I see United versus Norwich, Uniteds are always going to be overwhelming favorites based off the spending power and the ability and the amount of the quality of players that they have. This is Norwich, a side that's recently promoted. Yes, they beat City, but that's like a one-off pretty much. So no, like these matches, the fact that his players, right? The fact that his players are missing penalties. Like that just shows you, like the confidence levels are so low Like because you can miss.
Oh, no,
one,
but apparently, I'm hearing that people are saying in the live chat that Tim Krul was 6 yards off his line. Apparently, but I didn't see that though.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Red, finish off. Red, finish your point.
What I'm trying to say is that like overall, Ole is not the man for the job. Like United, they should just suffer this season, and they need to get a big manager. Like a lot of 3 out of the top 6 teams need new managers.
Yeah.
Arsenal, United, and Spurs all need new managers. Maybe Spurs can give Pochettino a pass because he built them, but like no, United like Ole's not the man for the job. Like he's not. Like even if you look at the style of football they're playing, the way they're playing, it's not impressive. It's not like none of the players are even like they don't look confident. None of the players are improving under him. Like Anthony Martial, like he's been playing as a number 9, and I know he was injured for a portion of the season, but still, like regardless, like, what does he have? Like 2 goals? You look at other top sides, they're scoring goals left and right. All the strikers, like the City have like how many players that have scored more than 3 or 4 goals? How many does Liverpool have that have scored more than 3 to 4 goals? Arsenal as well. Like United have an inability to score goals. So no, I don't think he's turned a leaf. I still think he probably might be sacked by January.
Flip, damn. So, anyone else want to take this United topic? Have United turned a leaf? Yes or no?
Can I?
Okay. Abdullahi and then Milko. Abdullahi.
Let me go first.
Okay. So for me personally, and I'll say this. I totally agree with Red on that. I think they really do need a new manager. I don't, and I kept saying this time and time again, that midfield is horrible. If you really think this midfield is going to help you win,
Milko, are you insulting Fred Flintstone? Are you insulting Fred Flintstone?
Fred Flintstone he's a brick.
He can't win the million. Have some.
So my thing here is Fred Flintstone, Mr. McTominay, and who else?
Matic.
I actually qualify matches as world class, but just these guys, McTominay's, these average midfielders, they're not United.
McTominay is pretty good though. He's decent. He's not bad. He scored today, and he's been quality for a while for United.
Listen, I need to see him do it in the CL. He didn't do it in the CL last season against Barcelona, so he's not that good. I'm sorry.
But he did against PSG though. Away leg. He was so good.
Wait, against who?
PSG.
I don't count it. They're irrelevant in 2019. PSG. I don't count it. So my thing here is, I feel like they need to get better midfielders and they need to get a new manager. If they could get like a midfielder like Alan from Napoli, that'd be amazing from United because they need someone who's going to literally tag along with Pogba, and they don't have that. They really don't. You know? And that's the problem with United right now. And also, I think Solskjaer, he's not a tactical manager. They need to get who's more tactical, someone who, how do you say this? Like he knows how to get the best out of these young players and also these experienced players and make them into a winning mentality team. You know what I'm trying to say? This is not a winning mentality team. This is like some academy graduates with experienced players, and it's not going to help you win the Premier League. I'm sorry, with the where the league is structured. So yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Now I want to let's.
Can I go?
All right. Okay. Abdullahi. Okay. Just keep it brief. Keep it brief. Abdullahi. Keep it brief.
For me, firstly, I'm gonna say, I'm not being biased at Chelsea, but I'm gonna when Oli was Ajax, first the stack was same just because he was playing the defensive football. He has no pattern. United fans should come out and tell me what pattern is Ole playing. What pattern is he playing? Is it attacking formation? A defensive? What's he playing? I don't even know because people comparing this Lampard. Lampard is playing in attacking football, which everybody can see. We can see the formation Frank is playing. We can see it. There's a youth blend into that team. Youth plus experience playing, fighting for each other, showing how good each other is. But someone should tell me what pattern is Ole playing. What pattern is it because he's the legend of the club? They don't want to sack him. If Care is not taking, they're gonna finish in the relegation. If Care is not, they haven't played Manchester City yet. They haven't played City yet. And I'm very sure if they're playing City, they're getting lubricated. They're either getting 9-0 or 10-0.
I think it'd be too harsh because look, they beat Ajax. Uh,
If Man City, if United are playing Man City, they even play Man City. If they play Man City, they're getting either 9-0 or 10-0. So I don't know what pattern Ole is playing that guarantee him job.
Okay,
nah,
okay,
I'll,
all right. So look, now so this is now sort of our final topic before we go into a Champions League roundup. I want to now talk about this dude here, Lewandowski. Now, chill, have some chill. Don't take the bait, just chill, relax, just chill, just relax, just chill. Thank you. Damn, people are so reactionary. Now, he's on form. Before I get people's assessments on this, let me just give me my thoughts on this. I have said for many years that in terms of ability, of all-round ability, Lewandowski is the best striker in the world because he is the dude. There will never be another R9. R9 is immortal. No player in history who will ever touch R9. But the closest thing that I've seen to R9 has been Lewandowski in the way that what a striker can do to revolutionize that position based on their footballing ability. No, Cannibal isn't. Sorry, man. Cannibal isn't. Chill, man. Chill. Let me land. Just chill. Relax. I'll give you the flop. Just please relax. Let me talk. Thank you. So, the thing is this. He's on red hot form. He is definitely one of the most form strikers in the world right now. So, my thing is this, is that do you guys believe that this is very much the year in which we see Lewandowski finally do it for Bayern Munich in terms of, he does it in the Bundesliga, but he figures it out this season in the Champions League and he's able to lead them through to maybe a semi or perhaps a final? Do you think this is the year? This is the year that it happens for Lewandowski, that he proves without a doubt he is the undisputed best striker in the world. Let me give it first to Mr. Milko. Thoughts on it?
So me personally, it really depends on who they get in the round of 16.
Zero UCL, Milkor, Lewandowski have won. So
No,
be honest.
no, Monta, listen. I want to give him an opportunity. I really do, because he's playing for a really good club, and I think that club is way better than Barcelona. But like for me, this is my thing. Okay, I really want to see who he plays in the round of 16s. I think if they get a team like a Liverpool, um, like if they get like a really tough team such as let's say a Real Madrid or so forth, I don't see them going through. I really don't. I just feel like Bayern Munich needs an easy draw in the round of 16, and that is why I think personally,
Wait, so you don't believe in the power of Lewandowski? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
He plays for a very historic team in Europe, which is Bayern Munich. I want Lewandowski to be successful. I don't have an agenda against Lewandowski. I just want him to prove to me that he can get through, because last year he met Liverpool and he couldn't even score one single goal. You get what I'm trying to say? That is my problem there, you see. So I just hope he just has to make sure he doesn't meet Liverpool in the round of 16s. And in the semifinals, I always say this: you have to be clinical. You have to be clinical. With your chances, he has to be clinical, and he's not been clinical for the past 4 years in semifinals. So yeah, I think he can do it. I think he can do it, but let's see.
All right, Abdullahi, thoughts, Lewandowski, the Polish nuke. Can we see the Polish nuke this year for Bayern in all three competitions?
Robert Jeremiah Lewandowski. Wow, what a striker! He's been informed 2019. No doubt about it. Best informed striker 2019. No argument. No one can even say about it.
Yes.
No argument. For me, my problem with Bayern, Niko Kovac. That's for me. That's the problem. The coach is the problem, because Bayern Munich is very good. They have a very good, and you can't rely too much on what they want to put you. What if a match comes, doesn't perform? all that that's the best striker. If I'm striker doesn't show up. For me, Nikakovic is the problem. How tactical is Nikakovic? If they face against PSG, are they gonna cope with Kylian Mbappe pace, Di Maria pace, Neymar pace? So we have to see how good they are. If they play Real Madrid, Real Madrid is in form. Let's say Real Madrid is around the, how would they face Real Madrid? Or how would they face Liverpool? This is the problem we're gonna be having. We can't just write up any in round of season. Anything can beat anything. Anybody can beat anybody. Even Barcelona can get beat. They can get beaten masculinely. So anybody can get beaten. For me, the one who's in form, in very good form right now. But my problem with them is Lukakovic problem. Is he the right manager for them? That's the question mark. That's the question. Because I can't guarantee you he's gonna take them to the quarterfinals or the finals. I'm not sure. But in terms of Lewandowski terms best, he's gonna play football, he's gonna show everybody how good he is. But my problem is Lukakovic. What if
But
the
Abdullahi,
comes?
he's adapted to Bayern. Like literally, he's adapted to the Bayern.
He has adapted to Bayern. What if they give them PSG? PSG beat them home and away 6-0. Are we gonna complain about Lewandowski being the best striker?
Really? PSG irrelevant in 2019. They're gonna beat them 6-0.
Okay, look, Abdullahi, round off.
Lewandowski. We have for me. My problem with Kakovic is the problem. How tactical is how good he is facing another opponent. If you can show me he's better manager, can guide with Bayern.
PSG? Of course he can. PSG is nothing, guys. PSG.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Hazem, thoughts, Lewandowski. Oh god. Okay, Hazem, try. Okay, Hazem, try not to be a biased Polish dude, please. Please don't.
I'm never
Okay,
biased.
Garen, go for it.
You guys know me. I'm never biased. Anyways, so yeah, 2019 Lewandowski has been insane. He has the most goals out of any player in Europe in 2019. Three more than Messi and 2 less assists than him. So with that in mind, I think it's very very fair to put him in the top 5 for Ballon d'Or. So if you don't put him in the top 5, I think it's really strange. And as for the second point you made, you said that all right, this is the year where he has to prove himself.
Wait, Hazem, very quickly. I'm just saying, like, people in the live chats are giving you some hate because they're thinking that you're very biased and they want me to mute you. I will not be muting Hazem, but Hazem, please try and not go on for 5 hours. But Hazem, take it away. But guys, come on, don't stop with the hate. Hit it.
Yeah, if you say I'm biased, fair enough, but you have to support your claim. Otherwise, it's useless. So, anyways, yeah. So where was I? Yeah. You said that this is the year where he has to prove himself in the Champions League and take them to a semi or a final. Well, he's already done that, so I don't know why he has to prove that again. He's taken Bayern to a semi twice and taken Dortmund to a final. So, and not only that, he's scored in all the semifinals he's been in. He's played in 3 semifinals. He's scored in all of them and crucial goals as well. But unfortunately, sometimes they didn't go through. So I do agree with you in terms of he deserves to win the Champions League because he's really been on that level that he deserves the Champions League. But unfortunately, over the years, it's been the same thing where the problem isn't him. The problem is Bayern Munich and the team. So we saw that last year, and I'm really hoping that doesn't happen this year. So this year, I just hope the Bayern's defense improves and Coutinho shows up to feed them service. And if the team shows up, then sure enough, so will Lewandowski. And so far, Lewandowski has just been saving Bayern's ass the whole way. Even in the Bundesliga, the reason they're first is just because of Lewandowski. He's scored in all of the games, and Bayern have been drawing as well, conceding goals, and he's had to save them. So first of all, just to round off, you can't say that Lewandowski needs to prove himself in the Champions League this season. He's been scoring it consistently in Champions League. And
Hazem, he needs to prove himself. He needs to prove himself. Hazem, don't take the easy route. Thank you.
What of Nikakovic?
He scored in 3 semifinals. Every single semifinal that he played in, he scored. And he's been taking Bayern. He's been literally carrying Bayern in the UCL as much as he can. So I don't see where he has to prove himself. I see Bayern have to prove themselves and give him that CL finally that he's been asking for. So yeah, that's all I'll say. He's been really 2019 top 5 for Ballon d'Or. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Best striker of the generation. Best striker of the generation.
Easy, relax, chill. Okay, Mohammed, thoughts on Mr. Lewandowski?
I agree with partially some of your statements about him being probably the close. I mean, Henri. I mean, in this current era, maybe Lewandowski, but I think Henri was probably better than Lewandowski.
I said this generation. Yeah.
This generation, yeah, probably Lewandowski then. But in terms of Bayern, yeah, it depends on the team. I don't know if they give him service, he'll score.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, Lewandowski, he's a great player. I'm not really sure how Bayern are gonna do because it's different playing against Tottenham and then playing against the likes of PSG and Juventus. So, and Niko Kovac, I mean, last year he nearly got sacked and also he's got something to prove.
Guys,
as well.
what has PSG done? What has PSG done in their whole?
Milko, shut the hell up, Mohammed. Please finish your point. Thank you.
Yeah. But I think this season they've got more of a balance though, compared to they've had last season they had injuries with Robin and Ribery and they didn't really have a fit squad last season, I think. But this season I think if they get through to the quarterfinals and they get a decent draw, I think they can potentially win it. But not really sure on Bayern. I think that. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. No, I'm done.
Okay, all right. Red, hit it. Yo, red.
Can you, HH, can you hear Christ?
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, red, hit it.
Okay. Let me just bring some rationale to this. Because look, Lewandowski is undoubtedly one of the best strikers currently. As for it's early in the season. Last season, correct me guys if I'm wrong, wasn't he top scorer of the Champions League after the group stages with 8 goals? And what happened once he hit round of 16? No
Bayern
goals,
flopped.
knocked out.
Bayern flopped.
True. Bayern flopped. But all those goals he scored in the Champions League meant nothing. They were the equivalent of nothing. They were not. It's just that, look, guys, all these goals that he's scoring right now in the Bundesliga, I rate it because, of course, he's going to win the league, their team, the title. He's been decisive for them. And for a Bayern fan, you can ask a Bayern fan how much they rate the Bundesliga nowadays, if they really care about it. It's all about the Champions League. So players like Lewandowski, we all know how good he is at scoring goals, but can he do it in those big moments to win them the trophy? That's the thing. That's how I rate players of that caliber. Because when I see a player like Messi, a player like Lewandowski, a player like Ronaldo, I know that you guys could beat players in your league, average and score goals and do all that stuff. Can you do it in the Champions League? Which, of course, Messi and Ronaldo, I'm not to say that they don't do it. They do it. But for Lewandowski, for you, you're at that level of player. You're at that caliber. I'm not going to grade you for scoring in 4 consecutive games. As a world-class striker that everybody considers the best in the world, you should be doing that. But can you do it across the whole season, or are you going to let it happen this season? No, one second, bro. Because I do agree with what you said, Hazan. But let's be honest, bro. These goals that he's scoring right now, they don't really mean much. I'm not gonna put somebody in top 5 Ballon d'Or because he scored 8 in 8. I'll give you an example, bro. Last season, Benzema scored 8 consecutive games for Real Madrid, being the only player to score goals for Real Madrid. Is Benzema all of a sudden now top 5 in the Ballon d'Or?
No, because he has less goals than Lewandowski. He has less goals.
No. At that moment in time, he was 3rd in Europe behind Mbappe and Messi, ahead of Lewandowski over the whole course of the year, not the season. But I'm
talking about now.
Oh no, now. Lewandowski is the best striker on form. On current form, he's the best striker in the world. 2 weeks ago. Well, because realistically speaking, if you compare him to other players, I would say Van Dijk, Messi, maybe
Messi,
Cristiano Ronaldo, Mane. There's a.
But Messi flopped in the Champions League as well.
No, but Messi, it's not about flopping the Champions League. Messi scored 50 goals and assisted. Messi top scorer of the Champions League, 50 goals over the course of the season, 20 assists in 50
second top scorer of Champions League, by the way.
Okay. Second top scorer, but who's first? That's the point is.
Yes, that's why I said Messi's top 3, Lewandowski top 5.
All I'm trying to say is, I'm just gonna summarize so we can move on to the next speaker. man, let's talk about let's have this Lewandowski conversation after, like, in the later rounds in the Champions League. Let's see what happens in the quarterfinals, where he'll be at. Because
But that's
again,
2020. That's 2020. That's not the Ballon d'Or already be done by then.
no, but
Okay. Look, let's round off. All right. Muntaha, take us home. Lewandowski, give us your honest critique.
Yeah, bro. For me, okay. First of all, like, Christ want to say something, H's, bro. That's why he was like keep on interrupting everyone. So
Yeah,
if you allow
Christ.
Christ to say something, bro, please.
Christ. Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Okay, Christ. Seriously, okay, Christ. If your mic is cutting off, I'm gonna have to mute you. Your mic cannot be cutting off. So speak.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that Lewandowski has had an incredible season so far, and by far the best in Europe. But I pretty much agree with Red. Man. Like, if he doesn't do it in the knockout stage, like, it won't matter as much. You know, like, I just want to see him do it in the knockout stage. But at the same time, man, he needs help. Like,
Yes.
Niko Kovac can't be playing defensive football because then that limits the service he gets. I think Coutinho will help him though because he's a creative number 10. And I think that's what he needs. And I think that if Bayern as a team can help him, I think this Bayern team can reach the final. I honestly do because Lewandowski will carry on this form. I feel like this is his year where he'll finally do it in the knockout stage. But I think he needs help, man. Like, he can't do it alone. Like, he needs the service.
You can't say finally doing a knockout stage. He's done it in so many knockout stages.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm just like, I mean, like, in the last 3 years, he's kind of struggled. That's what I mean.
We listening to
But
you.
Yeah, man. I think that.
Azim, can you hear me?
Yes, Abdullahi.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it, Double H. I think. That's my opinion, Double H.
Okay, bro.
All right, cool. All right, okay, Muntaha, take us home, Muntaha.
Bro. First of all, okay, let's talk about Lewandowski. Okay, Lewandowski is really the most talented striker right now in world football. I mean, of this generation, we don't have a doubt about that. Okay, so bro, like he has shown us, like, so many times by reaching final in 2013, like he's great and all those things. I give that. He produces numbers. I give that. But first of all, you know what? You cannot compare him to the level of Ronaldo and Messi. Sorry, man. This guy, like, you cannot compare Lewandowski is not even close to that level. Okay, but as a striker, as a player, bro, Bayern at times, bro, they flop, bro. Look at the defense, bro. Look at now what happened in UCL, bro. They keep on conceding goals in flipping Bundesliga, bro. That defense is so leaky. How come this guy Niko Kovac, is still your manager, bro? Bro, I don't understand. Bro, this guy's been like, like, it's not a Bayern caliber manager, bro. Sorry, man. Bayern has been, seen as unstoppable, one of the unstoppable force in Europe, and some of the teams they faced they're really afraid to face teams like Bayern, but like nobody's scared them now to face like, because they're so, like, easy to beat in terms of defending and all those things. Now let's talk about Lewandowski's individual achievements, bro. In terms of Ballon d'Or, producing numbers is not just enough for me to put you in top 5. And that's my opinion.
So what does he need to do to get that top 5 thing? What does he need to do specifically?
Really, really big moments. Like, suppose if he would have helped, or I mean, what do you call Bayern Munich? I mean, scored some clutch goal or something like that, At least, because the Bayern team is shit. I'm expecting from you, because you are the world class player. You are the like best striker of this generation. I'm expecting you to, out of one service, score 1 out of 1. Because if you get one service, score that goal. Because you're that good. And he didn't show up, to be honest. I know that Lewandowski is going to, thrash Bundesliga. Lewandowski is going to beat all this team, in the group stages of UCL. Because, of course, we know that at some point you guys are going to qualify, because that's not high-stake game. Whenever it's high-stake game, Lewandowski, I mean, recently, in the high-stake games, he's not showing up. That's my problem with this guy, man. He's such a great player. But, like, you have to show up in the high-stake game when we need, Bayern fans need you. Every time he disappointed Bayern fans in the big games. I mean, in the UCL, in the UCL round of 16. What happened against Madrid? He missed one-on-one chance. You know what? As a Madrid fan, I was like celebrating when he missed that chance in semi-final 2017-18. I was like applauding. Oh my god! Now we won, because that was a chance, bro, to take Bayern to the final of Champions League. And I'll be honest over here. I love Lewandowski. Don't get me wrong over here. He's like if you tell me right now, like, he's the best player in the world in current form, of course I agree with you. But like, he messed up in the big games. I mean, in the UCL round of, in the elimination round. So yeah, man. So that's
Montaha, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
It's just one quick question for you.
Hit it.
Can you tell me the difference between Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Lewandowski?
No, there is none. There is you.
Okay. Okay. Tell me. Well. For me, the difference.
I mean, career-wise, accomplishment-wise, not style of play.
Oh,
Because if we're gonna rate
no.
Lewandowski as because to be honest with you, for me, I feel Zlatan's more decorated than Lewandowski because he has a more diverse CV than Lewandowski because he's done it in multiple
just
leagues.
because he played in different leagues, that doesn't make him more diverse. More.
No. Decorations are decorations. Like, so basically, Ibrahimovic has more accolades, and he has a more impressive accolade repertoire than Lewandowski.
No, I wouldn't
But
say
that's
so.
the thing is like, but nobody really rates Zlatan as this,
No, because
well,
his
how do
scoring
you-
record was lower. He was scoring less
I
goals per
want
season.
to finish my point over here.
But Lewandowski is the better player, though. Lewandowski is the better player, hands down.
And
Yeah.
scores more.
Yeah, actually, I just want to finish it over here. Yeah, I'll just say, man, look, Lewandowski is so good, man. Like, wow. But I don't think so. He can carry. I mean, this bombs Bayern Munich defense. Yeah, they can win against PSG right now, the best team in the world. Yeah.
Oh my
Are
God.
you serious?
Best in the world?
Yes.
Wait. No. Chill. Wait. Muntaha, round off. Wait, Muntaha, round off. We're gonna get to PSG. Just Muntaha, round off. Just round.
Yeah, man. Lewandowski is not enough to beat PSG. Sorry, man. It's not enough to beat PSG. Sorry.
Okay, all right. So before we get into this Champions League talk, I want us to do something. There's something I want to ask you guys. Guys, okay, we have 600 guys watching us right now. Get those likes in. My mods, what the hell are you doing? Mods, get those likes up. Mods, tell guys to get those likes up. Like the vid. Get those likes up. Before we go into Champions League talk, I want to get you guys your thoughts upon this, and this is very interesting. So VAR sent us a £2 super chat. £2 super chat. Thank you very much for your £2 super chat. KDB, 34 key passes. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 39. But he said KDB is the best. I will double down. De Bruyne is a much better passer than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Let's not even bring that into it. Don't give me those flipping who scored stats. Also, as well, what's it called? De Bruyne, I feel, is arguably, I would say, is the best passer in the world. That's my assessment. So my question now for you guys is this. I believe as with regards to the best passes, it's between De Bruyne and it's between your boy Lionel Messi. So my thing is this. In your view, why am I hearing flipping background happening? But guys, please mute your mic. So my thing is this. Between De Bruyne and Messi, who do you say is the best passer in the world? Between De Bruyne and Messi, who's the best passer in the world? Let me start first with Milko. And Milko, don't bring in your zero UCL's Liesi complete utter crap, because if you do, I'll just mute you. So try and have an objective assessment upon this. So Milko, who is the better passer, Messi or De Bruyne, and give your reason. Milko, are you there? Okay. Milko in there.
Bro.
All right. Okay. Abdullahi.
Milko, bro, come on.
For me, I think you said the best passer in the world.
Okay. All right. Okay. Milko. Okay, give us your thoughts. Milko, who's the better passer, Messi or De Bruyne?
I think De Bruyne is a way better player than Liesi.
Oh my God.
Better passer, better playmaker than Liesi, better in everything than Liesi. Liesi is just a one-angle, long-range passer playmaker. That's all he knows.
This isn't funny anymore, bro. Like
he doesn't give you anything else. He's overrated. Kevin De Bruyne is a way better playmaker because he can pass from different ranges. He can pass from his left. He can pass from his right. He can even shoot a ball from long range. You know what I'm saying? He can take a free kick. That's what I'm talking about.
Messi does that. What?
All right. Okay. All right. Okay, Milko. Okay. You've got your points. All right, Abdullahi. Thoughts? Who's the better passer?
For me, I would say KD, but I wouldn't agree with what you best. We have to look at Alessandro. He's a passer too. He is the passer. Because in that team, in that Liverpool, there's no threat in that team. I don't even.
We don't know. Abdullahi, we're talking about the best passes in the world. Trent Alexander is not in the conversation with De Bruyne and Messi. So, so is this by De Bruyne and Messi?
Who because he's a passer too. He knows how to. I will even choose ahead of KDB and Lionel Messi. I will choose him because he's the best. He has a very good techniques in passing than KDB can play. He's a midfielder. He's playing.
Wait. So it's a second. So who will you put ahead of Messi and De Bruyne?
I will put Trent ahead of him. Yes, I'll put Trent Alexander-Arnold ahead of KDB. Yes, because Kevin De Bruyne can only pass right many weapons. Trent Alexander can pass.
There's a difference between crosses and passes.
I know
Yeah.
there's a difference between crosses and passing, but if I want to choose, I'll choose Trent because I.
Okay, all right, okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna choose Trent. All right, that's cool, that's fine. All right, Christ. Who do you choose then, Christ?
This is so hard, Double H, because okay,
Let's go
I'll
on.
just
I
say
don't think
Messi,
it's
man.
there.
The reason I say Messi, man, is because Messi,
Let's go to Arsenal.
because De Bruyne, like the thing with De Bruyne, Double H, is most of his passes
think
come
it's
from
Michael.
crosses, whereas Lionel Messi does it in more variety of ways. Like his passes come from different styles, and he's able to like do it in different ways.
Wait.
Nothing
Actually,
against
Christ. Are you saying that
Yeah.
you've not seen De Bruyne give long range through balls?
No, I
You've not
have.
seen De Bruyne do like 40 yards switch.
No, I have. I just feel like most of KDB's great passes from what I've seen, and I watch a lot of KDB because he's entertaining and great to watch. Comes from crossing. Like if you really look at it, most of his passes come from crossing. That's why I give the edge to Messi. But it's really close, and like I'm a big De Bruyne fan. Like I'm a big De Bruyne fan. Like he's the one player I would sign for Juventus, like for our midfield. But I just feel like Messi is slightly better, man. Slightly. From what I've seen, man. It's close though. It's really close. But
Okay.
I give that edge to Messi.
All right, Hazem.
Yeah, bro. Sorry, bro, but it's a pretty easy decision for me. Messi is one of the best passers of all time. I put him among the likes of Pirlo, Zidane, Xavi, and De Bruyne still has a lot of work to do in order to be there. Don't get me wrong, De Bruyne is a great passer, way long balls and so forth. But what really determines how good you are in your certain ability is how you execute it under the biggest games and the biggest pressure. And Messi has done it on all the stages, and he's shown the same ability unfazed and created such big moments with his passes and his link-up play and his long balls, which De Bruyne hasn't been equivalent to and still hasn't shown that passing ability in the later stages of the Champions League. You can do it in the domestically in the Premier League all you want because but for me the Premier League defensive level is very very weak. So I wouldn't consider the passing ability there as equal to European level. So if I see De Bruyne doing it against compact teams or tough teams in the later stage of the Champions League, then I can put him closer to the top 5 of all time passers. But for me, because for me, Messi is in top 5 of all time passers. The way he's been doing it his whole career. So De Bruyne has a lot of work to do, and we can all have talents, and we can all be talented in certain abilities. But what determines what one player is better than the other at this ability is how they execute their abilities in the biggest moments on the highest level and consistently. So also De Bruyne's injuries haven't helped him a lot. So let's see what De Bruyne does. He still has a lot of work.
All right, no. I mean, fair point. I mean, that was a very well put argument. That was a fair point. Mohammed.
Also an interesting fact that you compared Trent Alexander to KDB, and I saw that Trent was a midfielder before he started playing right back, so he's essentially a failed midfielder. Just before we start comparing, with regards to Messi, I don't think you can compare because his vision, his overall play. I mean, some of the passes he did, with the variety to his passes too. I don't think you can compare. I think with KDB, you just see him on the right hand side just spamming crosses. To be honest, but, I rate him though.
Okay, all right. Red. Red wine. Red.
Yo, sorry about that. Yeah, no, he can't. No, KDB is not comparable to Messi. Just merely for one fact is that Messi has so many years on KDB. Like if I were to show you Messi passing, like over the 15 years that he's been playing, there's just too much content there for you to say that KDB over the past 2 years has become better than him, or we could say that he's better than him.
Some of the biggest moments in the Champions.
Yeah, like in Champions Leagues, you have Champions League finals. You have so many. Even like in the World Cup, like it's just Messi's passing and where he's done it over the past decade and a half. It's too disrespectful to say anybody is better than him in that aspect right now. Especially maybe when KDB is retired, we can have a discussion. As for the KDB, Trent Alexander-Arnold, guys, respect the center midfielder position. The fact that KDB has those stats from CM, like when he's pressed from both sides everywhere, and he pulls this off, it's much more difficult than a fullback. A fullback is hugging the touchline, and he's just whipping in crosses. Granted, earlier in this hangout, I praised Trent Alexander-Arnold for his crosses and his ability, but at the same time, it's easier to get in those positions and whip those crosses in than say a midfielder.
But look at Liverpool's system. It's based on crosses. If you look at this,
pretty much because like today against Pochettino, he knew that Pochettino wasn't going to go out and attack, so they didn't need to win the midfield battle. They just needed to push up via the fullbacks because his midfielders are going to be in best positions.
Even look at the game against Arsenal. Look at the game they played against us. They were just spamming crosses. They didn't really do much in that first half.
Pretty much, and like if you look at fullbacks overall in Europe over the past couple of seasons, like at City or at Real Madrid or at Barca, they're always getting high numbers of passes and assists. Not because they're superior to the technical qualities of the midfielders. It's just because the attacking system that they're playing in requires them to fulfill this particular role, which anybody with like similar attributes could do. Like look at Jordi Alba's assist numbers. Look at Dani Carvajal or Marcelo. Or Marcelo does it in a more technical way. He's not the same as the rest. He's different. But like most of these players all fit the same CV.
Oh yeah, that was Zidane's system. Yeah,
everybody professional does that system. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So Messi, when it comes to passing, he's way better than the rest.
Okay. Munza, take us home.
Bro, first of all, that's a bit stretch to compare KDB to Lionel Messi's passing. Sorry, man. Lionel Messi's 1-2, bro, short passes, like accuracy in deep spaces. Nah. Like he was literally one of the prime members, like literally the prime members of tiki-taka football. So what he did to the football was, Kevin De Bruyne cannot do that. Sorry, man. Like that would be delusion if you tell me that Kevin De Bruyne. Relax. Yes, he won. He won tiki-taka football.
Single-handedly.
Yes, single-handedly. He won single-handedly. Yeah, 2011. So
2011. Come on.
Quiet. Relax. Barca, it's my turn. Yeah? K-Tray, relax, man. This is my turn, Milko. Please. So what I'm saying to you is that you cannot compare KDB to Messi. Sorry, man. That's a wrong comparison. But KDB right now in 2019, I mean, okay, that's how this because Messi's injured. Okay, so Messi is not like relevant in this discussion of who's better right now, like in the past 2 months. So of course it's KDB, but if you'll tell me that better long vision, passing, accuracy, nah, Messi is like beast, bro. So you cannot compare KDB in that. But KDB right now this guy is the best midfielder in the world football, and that's not even an argument. Okay, right now if you take out Messi, I think so he's the best passer as well in world football. So yeah, man. So easily he's the best in the world.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys. It's easy. But basically, just to sort of round this off before we do some CL thing. For me, as I said again, either one is a strong argument. For me, I think that it's not an insult to actually have the debates. People that say Messi, okay, cool. That you could be 100% right. People that say De Bruyne, you could be 100% right. But I will still affirm that in terms of short range and through balls and passing in tight spaces, no one is touching Messi. In terms of long range, longer passing and crossing, which is a form of passing as well, I think De Bruyne wins. So that is where you can have that debate, and that's fine area.
You have super chat, HH, super chat.
Yeah, I'll get to that. So basically, before we talk about this whole CL, and there's something particularly I want to talk about. So let's just hit the super chat. So from your boy Martin Rosario with the 199 super chat. Thank you, bro. He says Lewandowski actually sniffed a Champions League final though. So
yeah.
But he didn't. He sniffed one, but he didn't win it. So and also sniffing ain't really winning. So I'm all about winners, not sniffers. I don't sniff cocaine. Chill, just chill, relax, chill.
Who expected Dortmund to win then?
VAR. So VAR with the £2 super chat says, where do you put Fabinho as CDM in Europe? I think wait, chill, relax, guys, just relax. I put out this tweet, but okay, I'll maybe let guys give their views. It's between Fabinho and Casemiro in terms of form. In terms, okay then. So Mohammed, who do you think is the CDM conversation then?
You've got to mention Kante.
Kante isn't a CDM. He's a box to box.
He can play CDM.
But he doesn't play as a CDM. He plays as a box to box.
But I understand what he's saying though. Yeah, Conte isn't a CDM. His qualities are more than that. But if he plays that position, he's better. He's the best CDM.
Oh, but come on, you can't go with
if you put Conte to protect.
The reason why I don't even agree with that is that we can't just say, oh, if you play the no. Because remember we're talking about based on form. We're talking about based on form. What are you doing right now? So in terms of what we can see on form of this season, last few months, the people who've been playing CDM the best has been either a Fabinho or a Casemiro. Kante hasn't been playing there. So we can't say, oh, ifs. No, they're not ifs. It's all about what you're doing right now. So
this is what I'll say. I'll say Casemiro overall is better than Fabinho because of what he did in the 3 in a row. He was one of the most important players. But this year in 2019, I don't think there's a better midfielder than Fabinho because of the big performance he did in the Champions League and the starting of this season. He has been Liverpool's most important midfielder for me.
Wait, I mean, people have actually made a very good shout. Thomas Partey. Quality player. But my argument is this: is Thomas Partey a central midfielder or is he a CDM? That's it.
Marquinhos was a good shout, bro.
No, please.
But Marquinhos has been so good this season.
That's true. Marquinhos has been. He's not only this season,
so good in
this
this season,
season
bro.
as CDM.
Not compared to Fabinho. Come on, not compared to Fabinho.
No, the problem is, bro, we can't really talk about Marquinhos.
The season, right? You've been comparing the start of the season, so I think Marquinhos in the conversation.
No, 2019.
Yeah, Marquinhos has actually been so class this season. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't rate the player, but he's been so class this season in that position.
Thiago and Gundogan have to go in there as well.
Not on his level though.
Thiago? No.
I mean, Gundogan has been very good for C.
Like, I understand Thiago. Thiago's been incredible this season, but is he a CDM?
Fabinho, it's clearly Fabinho. I don't know why you guys want.
It's really not Fabinho. I have no idea why.
It's not Fabinho.
In 2019, it's Fabinho.
Okay, wait. Okay. One at a time. So the question is this: all I want is a one-word answer. That's it. Who, in your view, is the best CDM in the world right now, based on form? Who is the best CDM in the world right now, based on form? So I'll start first with Milko. Best CDM in the world based on form. Okay.
Wake up, bro.
Abdullahi, best CDM based on form.
You muted me.
Okay. All right. Okay, Milko. Okay, tell me, who's the best CDM based on form?
HH, to me personally, I want to say N'Golo Kante. I think
it's not a CDM.
He doesn't.
Oh, he's not a CDM.
No.
Oh my god.
Why?
No. He is though. He is. Because look.
No.
You just missed a lot.
No. Listen. His natural position is CDM. It's just that Frank Lampard has kind of like transitioned him into a CM. Easy, I'm trying to say.
No, even Sarri, he wasn't playing CDM. Come on.
I know, but his natural position, even when you watched him in Leicester, he was playing CDM.
We're talking about right now.
I mean, he hasn't even played it for France, so you can't really consider him as pure CDM.
2019, Milkor, come on.
Anyways, I will still pick him as CD. I think he's a better than let's say the CDM, because I think, like, for me, what Kante gives you all around, like, you know, his shooting, just the way he intercepts, like the behind the back interceptions and all those stuff.
Who's second best?
I think he has to be one of the best CDMs in the world. I think the second best has to be Casemiro. Casemiro has
Oh
been
my
a
god.
star for Real
What?
Madrid
2019?
for like a
What about
long,
Frank De
long
Jong?
time.
Did he
De
get
Jong
out?
is overrated.
He's a
Sorry, man.
Regista technically.
Nah. De Jong is overrated. He's a baller. So
You,
I don't rate De Jong. Yeah.
you clearly don't watch him on a weekly basis.
All right. Okay, Abdullahi, best CDM. Okay, Abdullahi, best CCDM. Christ, best CDM. Christ, best CCDM.
It's got to be Fabinho, man. Like I've been so impressed by this guy. Like every single Liverpool match I see, this guy's involved. Like his tackling, his interception, his reading of the game. Like it's him double H for me. Overall, I agree it's Casemiro, but like right now it's Fabinho. Man. Like it's not close for me. Like he's that good.
Yeah.
Of like compared to every other DM.
Can we just give him a season?
All right. Okay. Wait, easy. Chill. All right. Hazem, best CDM.
Yeah, 100% agree with Christ. In 2019, since the beginning of January until now, it's by far Fabinho. The performances in the Champions League and in the league since the beginning of 2019, and also this season he started very well. And I've been watching Liverpool games, obviously for my boy Salah, and Fabinho has been continuously impressing me as really going for those second balls and really showing up in those games. And we saw it again today. So yeah, Fabinho by far.
All right. Mohammed.
I was gonna mention Verratti maybe.
Verratti is a central midfielder.
But he can play in CDM. He can play CDM.
So who do you pick? So who do you pick? Pick one.
I'll pick Gundogan.
What?
The hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's been playing great. I mean,
Better than Fabinho?
yeah. Honestly, believe.
Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. Okay. Rahimski.
There's only one right answer, and it's Rodri. Rodri can literally do everything. He can pass. He can short pass. He can long pass. He can tackle. His positional awareness is incredible.
No. Rodri has been damn good. I've got to admit, he's been damn.
Yeah, he's been very good.
He is He is the best player in that position.
But in
world
recent
football.
games, though, Gundogan has been their best.
He's been playing center back, bro, in recent games.
Bro, Rodri is playing center back because of the deficiencies of that squad. It's not his fault.
Injury.
Pep
Yeah,
has
we
to
know.
put him there. Also, he's injured, so we can't really. You have to base him on those set of circumstances. The guy's better than he tackles better than Fabinho. His passing's better than Fabinho. His positional awareness is better.
Tackles than Fabinho?
He can play in multiple positions.
Yeah, he's tackling.
Fabinho can only play in two positions, whereas Rodri. I've seen Rodri play 3 to 4 positions when I'm watching La Liga or I'm watching the Premier League. So the guy is just he's class. I mean,
All right. Red. Thoughts. Red. Who's the best CCDM?
I mean, everybody gave good shouts. You know who's a really good CDM that's been quality this season? Brozovic. This guy's been quality defensively. And I'm not talking just because like I'm trying to hype up Inter or anything, but real talk, this guy watching Inter, he's been clutch in goal scoring. He's offensively, his contributions are great. His balls forward. He always tracks back. He last ditch tackles. He's fairly clutch. And to be honest with you, he's been covering for the center backs a lot this season. Like Godin hasn't really impressed me that much. Like this, I feel like he's the weak link in the defense, and I don't mean that in any sense. Like,
the best.
De Vrij is the best. And then Skriniar, like, and I think that was like, man, it's because our backline, even though it wasn't Godin, but we didn't start the top 3, or the Inter didn't start the top 3. But yeah, Brozovic, he's been quality. Like I tell him, like, keep an eye out for him. I feel like if Inter progresses to the knockout rounds, I think they could progress. They have a pretty good starting 11.
He's been quality for years.
All right. Muntaha, take us home. Easy, chill. Muntaha, take us home.
Bro, what's the question exactly?
Best CDM in the world currently. Who is the best CDM in the world currently? Specifically the role of CDM.
Okay, specifically the role of CDM with the word currently, keyword where currently. It's not 2019, it's not 2020, right? Okay. So
19,
for currently, no, but he said currently, so I'll go with the current thing. Yeah. For me right now, the best on form, 0 goals conceded in UCL, faced toughest opposition away, easily Marquinhos. The way he played, the way he delivers for PSG. Sorry, man,
Good
this
shout.
guy's the best
Are
right
you
now in the world.
serious?
Yeah,
Look,
good shout.
Robert, look at his long passing. Look at his
Oh my
even short passing. He's
goodness.
so comfortable on ball. Look at
What
they're
is
playing the best
relevant
football
to
right
He,
now.
he,
Relax,
he's
relax,
been
relax.
he's been
Milko.
incredible this season.
Yeah,
He's been incredible.
yeah. Yeah. So for me, I think overall as a CDM and more versatile version of CDM who can, being good on tackling, good with the, aggressive play, good on the set pieces as well. Then, his long vision passes. Oh, lovely, man. This guy's like complete player for me right now and currently the best DM in the world. Yes,
Man, give me
currently.
some.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, okay, easy, easy. Okay, let me just hit the super chats. Let me hit the super chats. So from Crazops, thank you for the super chats. You hear there, Crazops, thank you, bro. So Crazops says many Arsenal fans cost on Xhaka because of his behavior, but this didn't cover the fact that good Ebenings, I think he means Emery, tactics were crap. Brick manager. So let me just get this straight. Is Emery really that crap, or is Arsenal the football club and this players crap?
Emery, HH,
A bit of
Emery.
both.
Oh my God.
Both.
HH is the football club. I'm
No,
telling you.
it's
Okay,
Emery.
okay, wait. I'll go to Red first, then to Milko. Red.
HH, I'm just gonna remind people of just of what Emery is as a manager. Like, just one match. There's a match between Real Madrid and Valencia for the Super Cup. They were I believe they were up a goal, and Madrid were at 9 men, and Madrid came back and won it 4-2. He lost to Madrid when he blew a lead to Madrid when Madrid were playing with 9 men. Emery.
But you can't use one match.
He blew no one match. Okay, let's talk PSG. When he was up 4-0 against Barcelona. And
Not even that.
not even that.
How about he won the Europa League
He
with
struggled.
Sevilla
Hold on.
2
He
times?
struggled to win the league with the best PSG side probably ever. Eventually, he struggled to win. And on top of that, with a brilliant Sevilla team, yes, he won the Europa League, but he got knocked out of the group stages 3 seasons in a row. People forget that.
He couldn't even make it into the round of 16. With Valencia, he did nothing with Valencia, and he inherited a pretty good Valencia side with quality players. Emery is just not a good coach. He's the best C-list coach possibly.
Okay, all right, Milko, thoughts on this?
So, the reason why I'm gonna say, because I really rate Emery. I think Emery has done tremendous things with average clubs such as a Sevilla, such as a Villarreal and Valencia, and those kind of caliber of clubs. In that he knows how to help you to win a Europa League and get you back into the Champions League. And that is what I think. That's why I'm saying I think Emery is, for me, the best manager for this irrelevant club in 2019. Because the thing here is, Arsenal is a football club that has been known to bottle for years and years and
Does
years
every
and years.
comment you make have to be
No,
controversial?
listen. Even when
Every
they
comment
had
you
the
make
invincible
has to be
season,
controversial.
listen. It all comes by facts, all right? Go to UEFA.com and check. So
Bro, how many clubs do you support?
when Arsenal had the
Oh my
invincible season, I believe it was 2000 and was it
Don't
2000?
mind them, Mo. Don't mind.
But
No, keep guessing.
when they had the invincible seasons, they bottled. They bottled in the Champions League. So every time success is
Oh
going their
my
way,
god.
by all means, they're gonna bottle. It's
By all means.
guaranteed.
By
It's
all
Okay,
means.
all right, okay, all right. So wait, let's before we go to a round, I want to ask a Champions League question. So this is from Martin Rosario, 199 super chats. Thank you, Martin Rosario.
He really
He says
thinks it's juju.
Arsenal blowing leads is very profitable. Laugh out loud. Actually, I don't know. Wait, how is that profitable though?
AFTV. He's talking about AFTV.
Oh yeah, look, man.
It could
Robbie
be
is smiling. Robbie is smiling very much. He's unhappy, but he's smiling. So let me ask you guys
Man,
this.
respect him.
Wait, so wait, chill. Let me ask you guys this then. So, PSG are looking good in the Champions League, 100% record so far and everything, and people are talking. I'm not talking, but people are talking. And I think it's actually quite foolish how people are talking about this. we'll get to the second Chelsea and Ajax and our apology. But should we, based on the miracle at Camp Nou, based on the amount of times these guys have flopped, based on the showdown in Paris where that loser Buffon was a brick and Rashford scored that penalty and so forth. Christ, just chill, just relax. Who here believes that PSG should rightfully be put as favourites, or they should not be put as favourites until they've proven themselves?
I do.
The latter.
Okay. Let's go to Christ. Okay, let's go to Christ.
Never in their career, never be favorites.
Milka, shush. Christ, go.
Double H, if this team can overcome their mentality, they can do it, man. Like, dude, their fully fit team is really good, man. And I really believe they can. If they can overcome their mental block, I know it's a lot of ifs. And if they can stay fit, they can win this, man. They could win it. Like, that attack is insane. I love that midfield. And I think that defense is decent enough to get them to the final. I really do.
Okay. Who else believes or doesn't believe in PSG?
I believe in them. I think if you look at their manager, yeah, Tuchel had a mare last season, but he seems to be getting the cohesion right this season. I mean, apart from moving Marquinhos between CDM and CB constantly, he's been tactically astute, subbing Verratti off and on at the right times, making the forwards play wide, getting goals, and the benefit of Tuchel's system is he doesn't have to rely on Cavani anymore because he has one of the most threatening, potent strikers in the world. So, I mean, look at their team. Goalkeeper, Navas, I can vouch for the guy. The guy makes clutch saves. Defense, I mean, you have Thiago Silva. He can lead a back line. You have CDM Marquinhos. The guy's been a revelation in that position this season. You have central midfield. Idrissa Gueye and Verratti are incredible, both in their own right. And then you have the forwards, probably the best forward line in world football. How can that team not be the favorites?
Can I say something?
Wait, choke. Okay. Hazem.
Can I say something?
So this is what I'll say about PSG. It's a step-by-step process. I'm not going to fall into the trap of saying, oh, every year we've been saying PSG, promoting them when they're looking good. I'm going to say PSG when they fix their last problem, which is the defense. They fixed their midfield this year, which is very good, a really good step forward, adding Gueye and Sarabia. And now they have great midfield, but they still need that partner for Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva needs a world-class defender next to him if they want to be considered as favorites. Because unless you fix the defense, I can't consider you as favorites, and to reverse the trend of every year of bottling. And so I'll say no, I'm not falling into the trap of PSG this year, but they can't do it in the next coming years. So I'm not rooting them out completely because that's just stupid. And yeah, that's what I'll say.
Can I say something?
All right, Milko.
Okay. So for me, I'm just gonna be straight out here with you guys. Guys, don't fall into the trap of group stage hype, okay? I mean, I understand where you guys are coming from. I understand PSG have all these world-class players and so forth. I understand that. But you have to understand that these guys have not even done anything in the whole rest of their European career, even when they were in the UCL. They've been known to bottle. So my thing here is what they need to fix, and this is the thing that I think awful Saint Germain needs to fix is they need to fix that problem of individualism. There is so much individualism. There's so much ego.
Bro, are you watching? No, are you watching PSG? Be honest, bro. Be honest.
He's not. That's why you shouldn't take his opinion serious.
Listen. It all comes from facts, and it's not optimism. Listen. Let me finish. Okay. There is so much ego in that team that it can bring them down in the knockout seat. I don't know why people is not seeing this.
They look happy together, so I don't know what you're saying.
It's true,
and every single time they get to the knockout stage, this is what kicks them out of the competition because they don't feel like a team. they don't play like a team.
No, but because but before I go to Monta, because Monta wants to speak, Milko makes a point. As good as they look, and they're looking good, I'm sorry, until you have proven to me that I should take you seriously.
Yeah.
You know, because look, they do look very good, and I think PSG have the team and the players to dominate Europe for years. But until you prove to me that you can make it happen in the knockout stage, we have to just chill, keep it on ice, just keep it on ice. All right, Muntaha, hit it, Muntaha.
First of all, I just want to respond to this thing. Some of those members said, "Oh, PSG defensively awful." How? Look at the records, in defensive stats, bro. They didn't concede one away goal, bro. Right now, look. I know that
I cannot consider group stage. Sorry,
It's
I'm
not
talking about
about
player for player.
Galatasaray away is difficult, yeah. Real Madrid at home, bro. They beat Real Madrid, okay. Okay, this might be crap Real Madrid, but they beat them, okay. Then Club Brugge, bro. They beat 5-0, bro. Okay, and we're talking about okay, they don't have players. Look at the Icardi, bro. Look at the mentality of this guy. This guy's a poacher, one of the best poacher in the world football right now. How can you write him off? They have Mbappe. You know the talent of
chemistry in
Mbappe.
knockout stage.
Wait.
Chemistry.
What do you mean? Have you not been watching?
Without Neymar, look at Di Maria. Di Maria is in form of his life. Look at the assists he's giving. Every single game.
Yeah,
Look
Di
at
Maria is crazy. Di Maria is crazy.
yeah. Bro, look at the midfield. Yeah, look at how they are structured, bro. Look at the coordination between the midfield and defense. My goodness, bro. Look at Idrissa Gueye. Look at my
Stage, the ego.
Oh my
No, but
Hardcore,
Monta, you
let
have
him
to realize
talk
that all this is
hardcore.
in the group stage.
bro. Look at the addition, yeah. Even if Marquinhos plays as a centre back, yeah, they can add a player, okay, in his position like Idrissa Gueye or someone, yeah, in DM, and they can replace RCN role for Pablo Sarabia. Pablo Sarabia is one of those great players, technical players, man. He's like literally beaten Bernardo Silva. Like people like keep on putting, PSG. I don't understand.
No,
This
no,
guy's
no.
so good.
Facts.
No. Look. One thing. Hey, I'll just switch over here, yeah. People just keep on slipping PSG. Yeah, they're going to bottle, and this thing will be working in their favor. I'm telling you, this thing is going to work in their favor,
Yeah,
and
like
that's what
every year it's been working in their favor. We can see.
this time it's going to work in their favor.
Oh,
And
this time,
look at
every
this.
time it did this time.
On paper, PSG is the best team in the world, and on field
If
as
they're
well, they're the
fully
best.
fit, guys,
Really?
watch out, man.
Really?
Bro, you can't consider just group stage and make your opinion.
Group stage? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God!
Wait. Come on, let's Muntaha land. Let's Muntaha land.
Look at this left wingers, right wingers, bro. They're falling deep, bro. Look at the efforts they're putting in this, in the UCL, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The performances and this all results is without Neymar, without the best player. Yeah, they're missing the best player, even without him. So I don't know what people is talking about. So man, if Neymar will come back and he will he'll fit in the team, he will sacrifice some of his role. He'll come back in defensive to help defensively at some point in Champions League, which he has to do. I think so. He'll do it, and Thomas is doing great job. I mean. Like for me, I think so, and he's like one of the sharp tactician in Europe as well. So I don't know why people are skipping on PSG.
Okay, all right. So wait, who else hasn't spoken? Who wants to speak on this PSG topic? Okay, yeah. Look, I think we covered it all. So I can't let this go through without addressing that Chelsea Ajax game. I cannot. I refuse. That has to be addressed because all of you guys. Everyone on this hangout said Ajax would beat Chelsea. So you all, even Muntalemilan, please, Muntalemilan, please. So basically, my thing is that have you guys now changed your tune on Chelsea? Do you now believe in the Chelsea dream? Do you now believe in the Chelsea project? And do you now believe? And can I say this? Can you all admit that Ajax are all hype? Can we admit that Ajax are all hype?
No.
Yes, we can. We're all on the same page on this.
Bro, did you watch Ajax games today?
That's ridiculous.
Did you watch?
That's a ridiculous sentiment, man.
Today,
okay, wait. Okay. So I'm going to hear from. Okay, I want to hear from Hazem, then Red, and I think I had Rahimski. So Hazem, go for it.
No, you cannot say that Ajax are overhyped or something like that. Chelsea were just the better team, and Ajax are still in very hot form in domestically. Today was the Feyenoord Ajax derby, and they won 4-0 with such a convincing win. That's unusual in derbies, and they're just playing really fluid football, similar to last season. The Chelsea win, I didn't watch the game, but what I saw from the clips is that Chelsea were very, very played on a very high intensity and really stepped up to the high stage. And what I'll say is that if you go back a few hangouts, I said once Valencia sacked Marcelino, I said, "Oh, right, great. Now Chelsea, I see Chelsea going through because of that, and they're going to take advantage." So I stick to that, and I see Chelsea going through. I still see Ajax winning the group though, because even though they lost this game, I still see them winning the remaining games, and Chelsea might slip up against one of the teams. And one more thing I want to say is, you can't say that just based off this game, oh, Chelsea now we're back to Abdullahi's dreams where Chelsea reached the final and HH with the semi-final. Like, that's too far. Come on. I can see Chelsea going through the group stage, but then round of 16, that's where it gets tough. And that's where you really check out the mentality of the players and the experience of the team. And that's when you really get a reality check. So in round of 16, I'm really hoping Chelsea go through, but I don't see them getting past the round of 16. I see them getting through a group stage, and that's already a great achievement for such a young team. And you should give credit to Frank Lampard. Very, very good job. But
No, but
we
Hassan, I
can't
think
be
we
over
have a chance
optimistic.
round of
So
16.
that's all I'm saying.
I
All
think we
right.
have a chance to 16.
Red, hit it. Red.
For Ajax, HH, what do they do? What do they do? These guys, like, how many, Monaco went to the semis twice. Why don't we consider Monaco? No, it happens. Sometimes you have those teams that get favorable draws. Now, granted, they beat Madrid, but also we had 2 injuries in the first 20 minutes, and our captain and our best defender was out. So yeah, we got thrashed, but given the context, we're expected. We also played 2 El Clasicos, a Madrid derby, and an away game to Ajax before that. And when we were at full strength, we beat them 2-1, right? And against Juve, yes, they beat. Also, a Juve side that was pretty much fatigued. Like they had a ton of players that were out. So again, who did they win? And their best player, Frankie De Jong, is gone. Like he pretty much pulled the back. Like I felt like out of the whole Ajax squad, he was the player that everybody was praising, especially how they were like, whenever they tried to mark him out, he would drop in between the lines and just play those long balls forward. Like, he's gone. De Ligt, I don't rate him personally that highly, but he's also gone, so they're feeling that. So was it more that they pretty much had a golden generation of players, or what? Like, I wasn't impressed against Chelsea. I thought that technically they would outclass Chelsea, but no, I didn't see that. Chelsea really muscled them, and they couldn't do anything. So, no, I don't want. I think we should stop overrating Ajax too much.
All right. So, anyone here on this? Oh, yeah, sorry, Remsky. Okay, Remsky.
Yeah. So I mean, Ajax literally just like trampled over Feyenoord today, 4-0. Van de Beek and Ziyech were insane in those games.
Ziyech, great.
I think let's talk about the football pantheon first. You got 2 young managers. You got very young squads that are playing forward-thinking, attacking football. When was the last time we saw that? Does that remind anyone of 2013 Dortmund? Because Ajax and Chelsea both remind me of 2013 Dortmund. They both play forward.
They don't have Lewandowski.
Let me finish. They both play very forward-thinking football. Let's talk about football analysis though. Ajax, I don't think they're a good side against a side like Chelsea because Ajax are not very defensively astute. They're going to give you a lot of chances. And if you have a forward like Tammy Abraham or Mount or Pulisic that can capitalize on that, then they are going to concede goals. Now, luckily in the Champions League, goals matter more than your defensive ability for the most part. So if you got a team like Ajax, I think they can go very far. Now, in comparison to Chelsea, I think, man, I have to admit when I'm wrong. And I was wrong for calling you a madman and crazy and insane. And a couple of hangouts ago when you said the semis minimum, I don't think that they're gonna get to the semis. Let me clarify that. But it's looking like a possibility. At first, I thought it wasn't possible at all. But when you have a young manager that's galvanized a young squad that's scoring, defending brilliantly, winning a lot of the midfield battles, I mean, man, you just kind of have to hold your hands up and say, salute to Frank Lampard and salute to that squad.
Yeah, okay, okay, Milko, be very brief. Milko, be very brief.
So what I will say about Chelsea and Ajax game was, I never thought Frankie could do it, and I never thought homeboy Frankie could do it. I thought Frank, his engine was over. I thought his fuel was over, and I didn't know he could do it against an Ajax side who I would say possibly was probably the one of the best European teams last season in the UCL competition. But again, what I will say is, I think Chelsea really, and I'm gonna be honest here, HH. I think you guys have a chance. I really do think you guys have a chance. Again, I really fancy you guys against Barcelona. I mean, sorry, Trashlona. I fancy you guys against Real Madrid, and I also fancy you guys against I think you guys have a chance against Liverpool. Yeah, I actually do think too you have a chance against Liverpool.
Oh my god.
So yeah, but like again, all props to Frank. I never thought Frank could do it. So he proved me wrong, and I just want to say I'm sorry, Frank, for that.
Congratulations,
I'm
congratulations.
sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, okay, all right. So let's just take in some questions down so we can then round off this live thing. So some questions from the live chat. So we, for one, said top 3 managers right now. Top 3 managers right now. So I'll go first, and anybody can go in. Top 3 managers right now. Klopp, Pep, and even if I don't even want to name Pep, but okay, I'll put him in there. I'll say Klopp, Pep with an asterisk, and I will probably say perhaps I want to say Conte, but you know what?
Why would you say Conte? How could you
Sorry.
not say Conte?
No. I can't say sorry. I can't say sorry. I can't. You know what? I'm not going to say Pep because you spend too much money. You spend too much money. So I'm going to take Pep out. So let me do my 3. Can I do my 3? Can I do my 3? Can I do my 3? Thank you. Can I do my 3? Milko, can you shut the hell up? Can I do my 3? Let me land. All right. So I'm going to say Klopp. I'm going to say Nagelsmann. And I'm going to then ride with a Conte. So that's my 3. Conte, Nagelsmann, and Klopp. Nice little interesting variation. So who are your top 3 managers guys are out there?
What do you mean
I'll
by
go,
right
I'll
now?
go.
So no. As of right now. As of right now. So Christ, go for it. Yeah, 2019. Okay, Christ, go for it. Christ.
Klopp, Pep, and you might think I'm being biased, but sorry, man. Like, he's improved our players so much, and the style of play that we're playing has just been incredible. So I'm putting sorry in there.
Can I
Such
go
bias,
HH?
man.
Can I go HH?
All right,
Well,
Milko,
it's
go.
not that
Okay,
ridiculous.
Milko, go.
I'm gonna say Ancelotti.
What?
That's a
Yeah,
good shout, to be fair.
and then I'm gonna go with Klopp as number 2, and then number 3, I'm gonna go with Conte. Yeah.
Let me go, HH. Let me go, HH.
I'll
So
go after you.
we're talking right now, right? So okay, I'm not gonna don't slate me for this. I'm not gonna include Klopp right now because I personally don't think Liverpool are capitalizing on all the chances that they're making. They're making chances, but they're not capitalizing a lot of the time. So I'm not gonna include him. I do think he's top 3 overall, but not right now. He's not. So right now, I'm gonna have to go in no particular order: Conte, Brendan Rodgers, and Nagelsmann,
Oh, that's a
because
good show.
those 3 have been. I mean, they have nothing to work with basically, and they've been pulling their weight massively.
Brandon Rodgers is a
Okay,
really
that's
good
fair.
show.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll go. Wait, can I? For me, the top 3 is Klopp, Conte, and Gasperini. For me, Gasperini's work has really been underrated.
Gasper, what?
He
That's a
took
good show.
Atalanta to a 3rd place finish last season.
Yeah, good
And
show.
So no. I think I got it confused with the Gianpaolo Good. Oh yeah. All right. That's a good shot. That's good.
Yeah, and this season he is only 2 points behind Inter and 3 points behind Juve. So wow, come on, Gasperini.
You have
really
to
great coach.
admit, Ancelotti's been impressive too, though. But yeah.
In the league, not really great. I'm trying.
Go
I
ahead,
agree. Champions League has been great. Champions.
All right. Muntaha, go for it.
Can I go?
Muntaha.
Yeah.
Muntaha.
Okay, for me, number one, I think so. It should be Conte. Yes, Conte is number one for me. Number two,
Wow.
Klopp. Number three, Thomas Tuchel. Yep, that's it.
Thomas Tuchel.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Look, bro.
For me, I think
Come on, look.
Tuchel for me. Okay, apart from what's happened against United, I think Tuchel is a very good manager. I thought he did a really good job at Dortmund. I don't think he's the right man for PSG, but that doesn't take away that I think he's still a very good manager, man.
He's not the right man for PSG.
Okay, so wait, super chats here from Martin Rosario, who says, "Put some respect on Sarri's name." HH. Yeah, I am not. Sarri maybe 4 or 5, but I think that Sarri has sort of struggled with trying to get Juventus playing his way. But Sarri for Chelsea was amazing. Sarri for Napoli, superb. Another question that someone asked, I can't remember his name, but it was somewhere in there. So should Leicester City build on the team they have now, or should they just sell their star players? What do you think Leicester City should do?
Build on the team that they have right now. I think they have a really
Wait. Okay, Milko. What if they can make like 200 million or 150 million
Cash
from
in,
the players?
AJ.
Yeah.
Cash
Then
in.
you go and get world-class players added on to players like Madison and Vardy and these guys, because I think they have a really good team that could actually
Bro,
possibly
there's
win
something
this
called
league
budget,
again.
bro. There's something called budget, okay? Do you understand that to buy world class players, do you know how much you need? Come on, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
that's what
FFP.
Jake was saying. 200 million. He said if let's say we gave 200 million to
100
Leicester.
million is not even enough to get right now world class players. World class players means like Mbappe, Salah, like these players, yeah, Mane. What are you talking about? Like, do you know that? Like, that's not enough to even right now buy Mbappe and Salah in the market. Come on.
Okay,
Why
so
would
you're
you go
trying to
to Leicester in the first?
Yeah.
no, but Leicester's a way better club than Saint Germain. Saint Germain is not even relevant. Come on,
What?
you know, yeah. Leicester's
What
a
are you
way better
talking
club
about,
than
bro?
Saint Germain.
Come on.
I rate Leicester's league title over Saint Germain's league
Honestly,
titles.
your
I'm
kid,
being
you need
honest.
Jesus, bro. You need Jesus, bro. Please.
No. You
It's
need God. You
facts.
need God.
I'm just saying, man. I think Leicester has a really good team. They just
It's
needed
Leicester. It's not Leicester.
sorry, Leicester, yeah. They just need to like literally get some world-class players added onto those players, and I think they can be competing for the Premier League. This is how I see it.
All
You
right.
see?
Okay. So another question here from the live chat: most competitive league right now? Which is the most competitive league right now?
Bundesliga by far. By far,
La Liga.
Bundesliga.
EPL and
Do
Serie
you
A.
know the difference
EPL and
between
Serie A.
first and 10th is like 2 points or something?
By the way,
It's
No,
guys,
EPL
crazy.
and Serie A. EPL and Serie A. And
No,
Bundesliga.
Bundesliga, the difference between first and like sixth is 2 points. It's crazy. Come on.
oh, bro,
That's
difference between the first. No, wait. Difference in La Liga. Yeah, Granada's 28 points. Okay,
Oh, who
Barcelona
cares
19,
about that
Real Madrid
farmers league, man?
19,
Come on.
Atletico Madrid 19, Sevilla 19, Real Madrid 18. So
It's a
No,
farmers
but come
league.
on, Mutabra,
La
Bundesliga
Liga.
is more, bro.
nah. La Liga is the most competitive by now at this season. So, yeah,
Really?
by now.
Bro,
Yes.
Mutabra, bro. Did you look at the Bundesliga, bro?
What?
Did
Tell
you
me
look
how
at the Bundesliga
La
table?
Liga
It's
table, bro.
crazy.
Look at the La Liga table.
concede goals? Why does their defense always concede goals? Their backlines
Bro,
concede so many
Mönchengladbach is in
goals.
first place in Bundesliga,
Okay.
19.
Wait. Okay, look, guys. Wait. Look, guys. We're rounding off. Guys. Just very quick question, and anybody can answer in the live chats. Mbappe, what happens? Does he stay at PSG, go to Real Madrid, or go to Liverpool?
Stays at PSG till he wins the Champions League.
No. Go to
He
Liverpool.
doesn't leave.
He's
The
coming to
only
He comes
way-
to Milan. He comes to
the-
Double
Milan.
H, he's coming to
He
Turin.
can get look. Mbappe could get out of the irrelevant club of 2019 and go to a club who can actually get him another UCL.
Like
Which
us,
is
right?
So
Liverpool.
Milan.
Like
Milan.
us, right?
Liverpool, yeah, he can come to Liverpool, and Liverpool is the right club for him. Not that irrelevant club in 2019 who's overrated Saint Germain. They're terrible.
Okay, Milkor's bias aside, like he's clearly biased on this issue. Mbappe is at the right club. PSG they have the best team they've had in years. If you were to go to
Oh,
Liverpool,
really?
I mean,
So
yeah,
then
he's
how
better
come
than
Where
they're
does he
balling
start?
knockout
Or
but
stages?
if he goes to
Liverpool
How
rely
come
on
they're
the
balling knockout
creativity of.
stages? Tell
Can you
me.
just let me finish? How about that?
Okay.
Liverpool rely on the creativity of Firmino, but Mbappe doesn't play the same way as Firmino. That move would make no sense at all. At all.
Yes.
Liverpool don't have the midfield to create enough for those forwards. If you add Mbappe, they are so reliant on Firmino, so it makes no sense. He's at the right club for him, PSG.
He should go to Juventus, honestly.
Wait, Christ, come on, easy, relax. Okay, so guys, chill. Okay, guys, we'll be back. Chill out, we'll be back next Sunday, guys. Peace out, stay true. Hit that like button, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We will see all you guys next Sunday.